Longford went into this game with just 2 competitive victories against London and Kilkenny behind them this year, but were boosted by the return of Bernard McIlvaney and star forward Brian Kavanagh, as well as a large home support. Mayo's dismal showings against Cork and Sligo in recent weeks led to a raft of changes, but it was the Connacht side who raced into an early lead, kicking some fine scores, including this effort from Seamus O'Shea. Mayo's advantage could have been even more at the end of the first quarter, only Alan Freeman over-elaborated here. Thankfully for the Westerners, Conor Mortimer was there to make up the difference. Longford were slow to get going, but eventually found their rhythm, and their big three, McIlvaney and Kavanagh, combined to set up this fine score from team captain Paul Barden. The home side upped their performance in the second half and kicked some fine scores through Mulligan, McGee and Dowd. And then came the game's crucial score. Paddy Dowd, who was lively throughout, caused the Mayo defence all sorts of problems. His ball inside set up the substitute Paul Kelly for this fine goal. Suddenly Longford were in front and they started to believe. Mayo's cause was not helped by this red card, needlessly so, for abusive language from Keith Higgins. The game was to and fro, and as we edged towards full-time, this fine point, the fourth of the evening for Mayo's Alan Freeman, looked to be heading the game towards extra time. But it wasn't to be. Longford were to have one last chance in this game, and corner forward Sean McCormack, who had been quiet throughout, kicked this, which turned out to be the winning score on a historic night at Pearse Park. It finished full-time, Longford 112, Mayo 14 points, and Mayo are out.
We probably had an advantage in some ways that we were out that little bit earlier in the championship. Many people say that a break can work against you, but we were able to just, I suppose, have a little bit of downtime, give the lads a week or two off. They went back and played at clubs, and they came back in a fantastic frame of mind and really with an attitude that you'd be proud of. And they wanted to try and give this thing a rattle, and they showed tonight how hungry they were for it.
I've just told the players in the dressing room and informed the county board that I'll be stepping down from here on in, but I have no doubt, and I've said this consistently over the 4 years, that these lads will get their day in the sun. As I said, they will get to that far side of that bridge. There's a lot of talent there, and I'll be cheering them on as a supporter rather